The next element that's left to sculpt is actually this part. The rest actually is done. Now we have this small thing here. Maybe do this quickly and then we do that one. So can actually do it this way. That's just a small extrusion. So let's build a cube. In edit mode, that cube we scale down. There, very good. G, move it smaller. And we add a sub-D modifier to, that's fine. Go to front view. Actually, hold on. Go to this view, go into edit mode. S and Y, scale this apart. Looks terrible, not a big deal. Control R to loop cuts. S and Y, scale them apart. Looks better. There we are back. And so now I will rotate this a little bit and I try to line this up so that the rotation is the same. Then I in edit mode AA, S and Shift Y, and just scale this whole thing up a little bit more. So, and then I sink it in more than half. Right click, shade smooth. Let's take a look. There we are. S and Y. Oh, let's say this is good. Control A, apply scale, or rotation we keep. There. Pretty good. So by sinking this in beyond the midpoint, we're not building by accident any cavities. That's the main reason for it. Also goes back to the whole idea of overbuilding. So now, how do we do this disaster here? This is actually now where the sub-D modeling can be a little bit more tedious. Everything so far was super easy to build. Some basic layout, and then just we just pushed and pulled the points. We got super nice flow. I will call this actually brush sculpt 1. Shift E, escape. And then I will call this one brush sculpt 2. So I have a previous version and I hide it. And to this one, I do my modifications. Because now I need to figure out how do and where do I add more loop cuts so I can extrude this out. And then I have to make sure I get this nice flow again. It's however possible. Okay, so loop cut number 1. I don't know where. Loop cut number 2, maybe there. I don't know. GG, bring it over to there. Then I go into face modes and select these 2 lower faces, and then E and Z, and extrude this one out. Okay. These edges are not all sharpened, so I will do it this way. And there, Shift E1. So here, Shift E1. This one and this one we can turn off. And you see now by not creasing that edge, this whole area loft blended perfectly. That's pretty awesome. But because we added more stuff to it, now we can see that this area looks flatter. There, this is nice and smooth, and there. So we need to massage this a little bit. Okay, so now the thing evens at an angle to make matters worse. So Alt click this edge. So how do we do this? Alt Shift click this, there, this one. And then we just slide this over. Okay. So you see here we start getting a lineup. And you. Don't crash, please. S is Z and 0, so they're flat. Very good. Control click this. Okay. Control click this. And bring this in a little bit more. Let's keep it there. Select only this. Move this to there. Yeah, indeed, it's not really perpendicular. It is at an angle. So, okay. We do it the way how you want. Very good. So you see, it's not complicated. That can actually be done fairly quickly. So here I select these edges and these, and with that I can move all that stuff, and boom, there we have a surface line up. So maybe we call it good at that point. And then here do it there. This inner area also is a pretty bad scan, I think. Or hell, hold on. Here we can see there some stuff wasn't captured, but actually this harder edge is pretty accurate. Okay, so we can use that as a reference. Very good. So, which means at least this has to go further in. Good. So let's turn this off for a second. It's getting tight. This down here is definitely not as wide. Also ZX. Sharpen this a little bit. And okay, there. Maybe a little bit like this. Also this point, at least to there. Turn the brush off. How does this look? Yeah, just let's keep it this way. So you see, we can run into a little bit of a tricky time. How do we get the detailing and the curvature correctly? Because we create this web, but if we make a loop cut this way, yeah, we need another loop cut along here. Control R there. And then this way, actually, that tightens this radius more. See, GG, move it down and move it up. There we can see. Boom. Boom. By the way, my baby daughter's most favorite word. Boom. That means all this. We can move a little bit to there. This GNX. Here, GNX. See how this looks without the brush object now. It looks pretty nice. This area here is rounded, which means and this edge is not creased. the same here. This is not creased. There. But it doesn't look as stupid like this, so there we need another loop cut. Come on. Bring it down, let's say to there. Again, by bringing these points closer together, we start sharpening them. So before we now continue, let's take a look at how all the other stuff looks. Here, these IgG I bring up a little bit. Oh, maybe only this one first. And GG, this one to there. So it's not so crazy separated. Select this, SNZ and 0. And okay. And this actually should be at an angle. So yeah, it is. So that means this will be easier done in this mode. How do we do this? Yeah, I delete this. And I make sure all this is selected. Then I press R and rotate, and just rotate it. So hopefully that this actually is kind of like parallel, and then Control R, bring in another loop cut. That does it. Okay. GG. And we move this one a little bit so it gets nice and round. Very good. So the detail is built in. Now we have to even out the smoothness here. Also, this is too wide. So how do we do all that? I will do a crazy step and AA, select all these points, S and Y. AA, select all these points, S and Y. And so there got straighter. And now I only need these points. So this other half, and then S and Y. You don't want to do it. Maybe everything S and Y. Whoop. Everything S and Y. Scale it so this becomes a nice curve again. It's still kind of flattish. Now this is unfortunately the downside of sub-D modeling. I go back into the basic mesh mode there. I'm just trying to see what I could do. So this point, GG, I slide to there, and you, GG, I slide to there, and A, U, GG, there. So I'm trying to make the spacing between them a little bit bigger. Whoop. But if I do this, whoa, I didn't do this actually. All the stuff selected, so Alt click. Yeah. This might actually be all we need. So widening. What I'm also looking for is these distances. How far can I make these even? Because the more they're even, the better the result. And that doesn't look too bad. Let's go to brush 1. I will simply give this a material. This is just fake. Make this one red. Okay, there's my other one. So this is my new one. So I'm actually close. Pretty close. X and Y, scale this out a little bit. Yeah. So not too shabby. Good. One last curvature check. Everything flows beautiful. Very good. Let's save this, and that was the next video.